Hello guys, welcome to my channel Techverse. Today is gonna be a new episode where we're gonna manually install CentOS and Ubuntu service. So we will be using VirtualBox. So let's open Oracle VirtualBox. You can download it from the official website or use Chocolatey as we did in the previous video. So you just type the command choco install VirtualBox. Okay. So let's start by creating our CentOS virtual machine. So click on new. The VM name, I will name it CentOS VM. Further, make sure that the OS is Linux, the OS distribution is Red Hat, and the OS version is Red Hat 64-bit. Okay, let's move on to the third option, specify virtual hardware. Okay, I'm gonna choose number of CPU. I'm gonna choose 4. And base memory, you can leave it like here, like this, default one, 2048 megabyte, or you can increase it, or just increase it to 4096 megabyte. And the last one, specify virtual hard disk, is 20 gigabytes per default, by default. So I will just leave it like this, finish. So we see that the VM is created, but we need to make some configuration. So let's click on settings. Okay, let's go to storage. So we need to add our ISO file. So please click on this empty under the controller IDE. Now you need to download the CentOS Stream 9 ISO file. So put on Google CentOS Stream 9 ISO download. Go to the second one, CentOS Stream Mirror, the second website that pops up. Choose the first one, CentOS Stream 9 boot ISO file. It's around 1.3 gigabyte. I already downloaded that, so I'll go back to VirtualBox. Make sure to pause the video to install it, then go back to VirtualBox, click on empty. Here, click on this disk, choose a disk file. Now choose the ISO file that you downloaded. Make sure to check live CD DVD. Another configuration is the network, so we avoid having networking problem later on. So the first adapter is the default one, the NAT adapter. Leave it as it is and add a second adapter. So click on enable network adapter, attach it to, let's choose bridged adapter. This will make sure that our router will give an IP address to our machine. Okay, and the last one is optional. You don't have to do it. Let's go to system, pointing device. Instead of PS2 mouse, choose USB tablet. This one to provide a smoother cursor experience. So when you move between your virtual machine and physical machine, it's gonna be a smooth experience. So let's click on OK. So now click on the virtual machine and click on start. Now we're gonna launch the virtual machine and we start the installation process. Okay, so click on capture here. Let's choose install CentOS Stream 9. Move with the keyboard arrow, choose the first one. If you want to get out of the virtual machine, get out the cursor, you click on the right control of your keyboard. Okay, so we're waiting now for the installation. Okay, now let's choose the language. I'm gonna choose English. click on continue. Okay. For the keyboard, for me, I want I want it AZERTY, not QWERTY. So I'm changing it from English to French just to have the AZERTY keyboard. If you use QWERTY, you don't have to change it. It's only for me. Okay, so French for anyone who wants AZERTY. Now make it the first one, so it's gonna be the default one. Click on the arrow up key. Okay, now click on done. Okay, this is to make sure that the keyboard is AZERTY. Now go to System, Installation Destination, click on it. Click on the local standard disk, click on this one. Okay, make sure automatic, click on it 2 times. Okay, make sure automatic is selected. Click done. Okay, now we're gonna enable the root user. So click on it. We're gonna add a password. I'm gonna put user as password for simplicity. Now click on done 2 times because it's a weak password. Okay, so first time, second time. Okay, so we did all this is the necessary steps for the network and hostname. You can see the bridge we have valid IP address from the bridge adapter. For hostname, I will change the hostname as CentOS VM. CentOS VM. Okay, this is optional too. So the machine name will be CentOS VM. Click on done and click on begin installation. Now we're gonna wait for this or it finished the installation. So it takes from 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm gonna pause the video and come back when it's done. Okay, so see you when it's done. Okay, so the installation is finished. So here you will see reboot system. No need to click it. So instead go to VirtualBox, click on stop, click on shutdown. This will shut down our virtual machine. Okay, now we need to remove the disk file. So let's go to settings, storage, click on the CentOS file here that we added, click on this disk and click on remove disk from virtual drive. So we do this so when we run the virtual machine again, it won't do the installation process again. Make sure to remove it because otherwise you will reinstall again the process. So make sure to remove it and click on OK. Now let's wait so it closes. I'll just shut it down like this. Okay, so it's burned off. Okay, now let's select it and click start again. Okay, as you see, we have CentOS here. Let's click on Start Setup. Next, skip, full name, username, I'll just name it CentOS user. Next, password, I'll just put it user for simplicity. Okay. Next. Okay. So start using CentOS system. As you can see, it's installed. No thanks. Click here on this window. So we open the terminal to make sure. Okay. So for example, who am I? So this is the username, CentOS user. Host name. These are some Linux commands. Host name to know the name of our machine. It's CentOS VM as we configured it. If you want to see the IP address of the machine, just type addr show. Let's make it bigger. Okay, as you can see here, we have the IP address of our machine here in the ENT0S8. Here, 172.20.10.7. This is the IP address of our machine. It's not the second one or the first one. Be careful, guys. It's the third one. Okay. So now we can use SSH to remotely access our virtual machine. It's an example. So we can do it by opening git bash. So this is my git bash. If I want to remotely access this machine, I'll just type SSH, the username, which is who am I here. I typed who am I to know it. It's CentOS user. CentOS user. Alt, the address IP of our machine. So 172.20.10.7. Okay, so type yes. Are you sure you want to continue? Type yes. It will ask you about the password. I used user as a password for simplicity, so user. Okay, now as you see, I am connected to the virtual machine. To make sure, I can type who am I? You see CentOS user, host name, CentOS VM, and I can see again the IP address, so IP addr show. So you can see it's the same IP address. It is just another remote method to access the machine. Okay, so if you want to quit the SSH, click on exit. Now you're out. Okay, so this is for CentOS, which is a free community supported Linux distribution based on Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Now we're gonna do the same thing but for Ubuntu server, which is now a Debian based Linux distribution designed for servers. So let's shut down this CentOS machine now. So stop, power off. Okay, now if you want to delete it, you just click here, remove, but we're gonna use it another time, so I'm just gonna leave it here. Now we're gonna create the Ubuntu server machine. So the same as always, click on new. For VM name, I'm gonna name it Ubuntu VM. Okay, so for the virtual hardware, I'm just gonna make it 4096 megabyte, and for CPUs I'm gonna just put 4 like before. For the virtual hard disk, leave it as the default one, 25 gigabyte. Now click and finish. The same thing, we're gonna do the same settings. So we're gonna add the ISO file for Ubuntu server. Just type Ubuntu 22 server ISO. You will find Ubuntu release 22 gem jellyfish. Click on it. Okay, when you click on it, make sure to download the second one, server install image, not the desktop, the server install image. It's this one. You click on this, it will install immediately. Okay, so I did install it, but after effect. So let's go back, click on your empty under control IDE, click on the disk, choose a disk file. So I'm gonna choose Ubuntu ISO file. Make sure to check live CD DVD. For the network, we do the same thing. We add a second adapter. We put it bridge adapter. And finally, the mouse, the pointing device, we put it to USB tablet. So we did all the configuration. Now let's hit OK. Let's run the machine now. So I click on it and click on Start. Okay. So click on Capture. Okay, select the first one, hit enter, try to or install Ubuntu server, click on it. Now we're gonna wait for the installation. Okay, for the language, I'm gonna choose English, so hit enter. You can move up and down by the arrow keys, so for me I'm gonna choose English. Okay, now click, it's mentioned there is update available. I don't need an update, so click on continue without updating, hit enter. Keyboard configuration, so here for me I want an AZERTY keyboard, so for the layout I'm gonna change it from English to French. Okay, it's only for those who uses AZERTY. If you use QWERTY, you leave it as it is, okay? So I did change it to French. I hit done, applying config, done, done, click on done. Let's say for the mirror is being tested. Okay, so pass the test, click done. For this also, click on done. You can move up and down by the arrow key. Done. You're just gonna tell you confirm destructive actions. Don't worry, just click on continue. Okay, the server name, I'm gonna call it your name, my name, I'm gonna just call it user. The server name, I'm just gonna name it Ubuntu VM. For the pick a name, a username, I'm gonna just make it Ubuntu user. For the password, I'm gonna put user, confirm user for simplicity. Hit done, continue. Here is SSH configuration, so make sure to use the arrow keys to put the arrow and install open SSH server. So without this installation, we can't access the Ubuntu VM using SSH method like we did with CentOS. So put the cursor in front of install open SSH and hit the tab button, so it's selected. Hit the, sorry, not the tab button, the escape key button, so it will be it's gonna be selected. So get down on done, click on done. Here also click on done. Okay, now it's gonna start the installation. So like usual, like the previous one, is gonna take between 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm just gonna pause the video and go back when the installation finishes. Okay. Okay, now as you can see, the installation is completed for our Ubuntu server. So as usual, no need to click at reboot now. Just go here and click on stop and click on shutdown. So we are shutting down our VM. So let's go to setting. The let's remove the disk file. So when we run it again, we don't redo the installation. So click here on remove disk from virtual drive. Okay, click on OK. Let's turn off the virtual machine. Just click power off. Okay, so the machine is powered off. Now click on it and we hit start. So we launch it. Now we just wait a little bit for it to open correctly, and after all it will ask us for our username and password. Okay, let's just wait. Okay, click on enter, so it will show you've been to login. Okay, we'll put our login, which is Ubuntu user. For the password, I used user as a password. Okay, now all done. I can access the virtual machine, the Ubuntu server. Let's make sure. Let's type some Linux commands. So who am I to know the current user? Okay, Ubuntu user. To see the host name, let's type host name Ubuntu VM. To see the IP address, so IP addr show. Okay, we can see the third one, which is 172.20.10.8. Okay, so it's different from the other machine. So each machine has its own IP address. Okay, the last one for the other machine was .7 and this one .8. Now let's access the server using SSH. So let's open git bash again. Okay, I have my own git bash. Now as usual, let's type SSH, the command to access the server remotely using SSH. So SSH, the username, which is Ubuntu, Ubuntu user, and the IP address, which is 172.20.10.8. That's it. Now you hit enter, type yes, the password user. Okay, now as you see, I remotely accessed the Linux, the Ubuntu server. So I'll just type the same command. So who am I? Okay, Ubuntu user, you can see it. The host name, Ubuntu VM, and IP APR show to see the IP address, which is 172.20.10.8. So as you can see, we installed both VMs, the CentOS VM and the Ubuntu server VM. Both are working. We also access them using remotely using SSH. So now you're free if you want to continue to work using git bash in the SSH mode, or you can work directly in the VM in VirtualBox. So both methods are correct. Okay. Now we can power off our virtual machine. Let's exit the SSH. So exit, and now let's power off. So click on right click and power off. Okay, thank you guys for watching. So we did install both machines. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. In next video, I'm gonna start some projects on systems, DevOps projects, and also coding projects. So we're gonna create applications using some programming languages. Then we will do the DevOps for these applications. We're gonna do some Linux projects, system projects, and the next video I can also add a video to how this is the manual installation, but we can install this those machines and million other machines automatically using Vagrant. So maybe next video will be to how to install virtual machines using Vagrant, which is gonna be automatic without the steps that we did here. So we'll see in the next videos. Okay, thank you guys, and don't forget to share, like, or subscribe. Okay, have a great day. Thank you.